in the heart of the brave, where we rise, sisters and brothers, hear our cries. This is our country, built on dreams, no chains on us, bursting at the seams. From the ashes, we lift our voices. In the face of destruction, we make our choices. The past and the present collide. We the people with pride, no need to hide. Stand up, stand tall. This is our land, hear the call. No kings, just us. Together we rise, in unity we trust. In unity we trust. See the flames, we'll dance in the fire. Our spirit ignited, our hearts each a choir. Echoing truths, we won't let you break. In this land of the free, we're wide awake. These streets, they tell stories untold of battles we fought, of hearts turned bold. With love as our armor and hope in our stride, we stand together, there's nothing to hide. Stand up, stand tall, this is our land, hear the call. No kings, just us. Together we rise, in unity we trust. In unity we trust. Through the storms, through the night, we'll forge ahead, fueled by the light. No tyranny here, just the power of the crowd. In this moment we're strong and proud. So let them hear us, let them see. This is our nation, forever we'll be. With voices united, we'll shatter the walls in the land of the brave. Hear our call. In unity we trust. In unity we trust.
Hey, all my beautiful people, come on in, I am a Stu Queen. Be thoughts over, we are our brothers and sisters, keep on known as the Royal Gladiators. Where you hide peace, laughter and love, come into my queendom. Enjoy the show, we are the Royal Gladiators in the queendom. Enjoy the show, we are the Royal Gladiators. In the queendom, a Stu checks temperatures on Tuesday and Friday to make sure everyone is good. There is commentary on some of your favorite television shows and movies. Tune into the front at our option and video. We differently can't miss the jam sessions on your old and new school music. Come into my queendom. Enjoy the show. We are the Royal Gladiators in the queendom. Enjoy the show. We are the Royal Gladiators. The queendom. Come on in to the queendom. The queendom. And take a seat, get comfortable, let's get in this. Let's do Queen Bee. Let's do Queen Bee. Let's do Queen Bee.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, beautiful people. How is everybody doing today? Welcome to Astute Queen Bee Thought, y'all. I am Astute Queen Bee. Y'all know this is my channel. And y'all know we are the real gladiators over here because we never give up and we never give in. I hope everyone is having an amazing day so far. I hope anybody irritating your spirit. And I hope you took the time today to thank God for waking you up because he did it when he didn't have to do it. Okay? Please do a sister a favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. I would truly appreciate that. Hit the reaction button if you're catching this on the replay. And please do us a favor. If you see the hype button, hype that video up, okay? Because we all need to be discussing this. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all know I'm going to always do me. So, what I'm talking about today. Oh, also before I forget, if you'd like to become an official Royal Gladiator, take the time to purchase your membership. It's one tier for 99 cents and one for $1.99. I tried to change the $1.99, but it won't let me. I don't know what's up with YouTube, but whatever. Or if you would like to give a membership, feel free to do so. If you want to be a blessing to the channel, you know what you can do. Cash App, super chat, super sticker, super thanks. It's up to you. If not, that's okay. But at least do us a favor and hit the like button and push this further out in the algorithm because everybody needs to be talking about it. I wish people would stop being so scared to talk about politics. I understand everybody lives on their side of the fence or what they think or what they feel. Excuse me. But it still needs to be discussed because people are trying to ignore what's going on in this country, and it's too much damage not to be discussed. So, as I always do, I take it upon myself and discuss some politics. I just keep finding things that are really disturbing to me going on with this country and that orange demon. First and foremost, he's running around here snatching the husband and wife of Venezuela and locking them up. That is against the law. There was no reason to get that man or his wife. And then y'all claiming y'all over there because there's rugs and all this other stuff. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the oil of the land. Because that land has the richest oil there is out there. Okay. He keep playing with Canada. New York and a couple of other states will not have electricity. Excuse me. And I forgot. My apologies for being rude. Let me welcome y'all into the chat the proper way, like I normally do. Even though nobody's here. But when you come, here you go.
When I walk through, I got sauce too. Came with the gang, chopper rain, get her up, shine. When I walk through, yeah, she fine. Then who brought you?
Okay, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, everybody. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. I would appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna upload this on both of my channels so that if you don't catch it over here, you might catch it over there. If you're subscribed, excuse me, to Thoughts of Astute Queen Bee, it'll be on both channels. I think I'm still debating, but anywho, as I was saying, this country is going to hell in a handbasket. And this demon does not care about anybody. He doesn't care if you have somewhere to live. He's taking the homeless people and locking them up and throwing away their tents and stuff that they've been sleeping in for God knows how long. I guess he thinks it's against the law to be homeless. But I think people should think because if rent was affordable and they take care of their vets or the disabled or the mentally ill, there probably wouldn't be any homeless people. But that's not important to them. What's important to that orange demon is getting all the money he can out of this country and sucking us dry because he mad he lost all his little funky money and all his bad deals and his bad business practices. and he got sued big time from New York, which he should have. And I hope they never let him build anything or put anything in that state ever again. Now, what I am sick and tired of him plotting on us, the Democratic states, because that's all he's doing. He's plotting on us. Now, I'm gonna let y'all hear something. If I could, I'm gonna play this. And fair use is in effect. Is in effect. Any videos that I share or sound bites that I share are covered under the Copyright Act of 1976 in Section 107. Fair use. That is what this commentary is for. I want y'all to hear this because they are really tripping and people are not paying attention. I need people to wake up. Don't think it's just certain people that's getting stuck. It's all of us. So shout out to what is his name? I always forget the name of this man's channel. Indisputable. I do believe the name of his channel is called. I want y'all to hear this though, because y'all see that the Orange Demon tore up the White House, the west wing of the east wing of the White House, to make it his funky ballroom. He is sending troops out to fight wars that are unnecessary. He's about to have the United States in a war. And I want God to keep an eye on his children, because this wicked demon does not care about America. He don't care about the people of America. All he care about what money he can get from somebody. That's what that thing care about. He don't care about nothing else. So trust and believe. I need God to step in real quick, because this is getting out of control. So I'm going to play this clip for y'all. From Undisputed by Dr. What's his name? I always forget his name. Dr. Ra something. I can't think of his name, but I want y'all to hear this. Let me see if I can turn it up a little bit. Let me see if I can turn this up a little bit. They might not monetize this video, just to let y'all know. Just to let y'all know. They might not. Just for me playing this. But I said I'm using Fair Use Act, okay? Because the Orange Demon administration is freezing billions in funding to blue states, struggling families at risk. So I want y'all to hear this, because this is insanity to me. See, he tried to act like he doing for the people when he ain't doing nothing for the people. I think he trying to unalive most of us. People that are sick and ill and have disabled children. I think that's what he's trying to do. I think he's trying to wipe this world, this country, of those type of people. If that's the case, no disrespect, then he need to do something about his son, because everybody knows his son, the youngest one, has autism. So if he hates children and adults with autism, then he must hate his own son as well. But let me play this for y'all, because this blew my mind today.
5 Democratic states.
Wait, start over.
They're freezing $10 billion in funding to 5 Democratic states. Why? Because they can. Who cares who it hurts? Trump is cutting $10 billion of funding from the health departments of Minnesota, New York, California, Illinois, Colorado. They all seem to have something in common. What is it? Because he believes these Democratic states are committing fraud. More than a dozen welfare fraud schemes in Minnesota. But Trump did not cite any evidence for the other state. I know somebody who got in trouble down in Florida. He might be in Congress today talking about fraud. Okay. The Trump administration plans to freeze $10 billion in funding for child care subsidies, social services, cash support for low-income families in 5 states controlled by Democrats, claiming widespread fraud throughout those states without citing evidence after a major welfare fraud scheme in one of them. Minnesota, New York.
Okay, now I wanted to play that because I wanted y'all to hear that. Again, I told y'all before, he is targeting Democratic states, blue states, first and foremost, before he hits his Republican states. But anybody that goes against him, he is going against them, and he is trying to hurt the people of those states. So I'm surprised. I guess he don't want to say Jersey, because he is plotting on Jersey, because he can't stand Cory Booker. So he doesn't want to make sure Cory Booker can take care of his people in his state. But the fact that he's talking about they're talking about using it for subsidies and social services and the cash support low income families, they don't give a damn about low income families. You're getting rid of the Board of Education. You're defunding the Board of Education. You're messing with the FDA. They're not making sure our food is real because they're selling us fake food. I'm halfway scared. I don't know about y'all, but I'm halfway scared to eat that food because every time I turn around, it's another thing that's not real. I've watched them make shrimp, blew my mind. Now I'm looking at shrimp sideways. I seen the watermelon yesterday that these ladies got out of Walmart. Do not buy any watermelon out of Walmart. They said that watermelon was rubbery, it wouldn't bend, and it wouldn't break. But I keep telling people, if you buy fruit, make sure your fruit has seeds in them. If your fruit does not have seeds in them, those are man-made items. I don't care if it's watermelon. I don't care if it's kiwi. I don't care what it is. Whatever fruit or vegetable you buy, if it does not have a seed in it, a seed, they come from seeds, so there should be seeds in them. Be careful with your chicken, because I've seen somebody post some chicken that look like plastic. So that's why I'm paranoid to damn near eat. I ain't gonna lie. We need prayer in this country, but I'm gonna also show you some Roland Martin. But hold on, I'm gonna let her finish her commentary. I just know I have to break it up so they don't strangle me half to death with playing the whole thing at one time. Y'all know what I mean. So drop down in the comments if y'all been watching any news lately or anything about politics or what's going on in this country. Because if you're not, you need to wake up. I'm telling y'all. I don't like to be aggravated and frustrated either. But this right here is serious. He is trying to lead us into World War III because he's greedy. He has no moral compass. He's a snake. Well, he's a demon, but he's not a snake. He's trifling. His Republican friends are the same way. 98% of this American people are not safe. We aren't safe because of him. We're not respected because of him. See, rich people like him, they don't care about the little people. Because as long as they can eat and they can drive their cars and they can do it and fly wherever they want to, that's all they care about. They don't care about the regular people. So I wish people try to get in their mind. He talking to all of us. He ain't talking to just some of us. See, it started off with talking to some of us. Started off by talking about people from Haiti and other countries and calling them shithole countries. Where'd your wife come from? And I'm going to keep on saying that. And I still want to know, how old was she when he got her? And where did he get her from? Y'all know? Let me know. But anyway, let me let her proceed because this demon is destroying everything. Everything.
For California, Illinois, and Colorado will be cut off from around $7 billion in funding for the Temporary Assistance for Needy Families program. Wasn't that something Brett Favre got mixed up in? Another story, another day. But if I remember, TAMP, Google it. TAMP provides cash assistance to households with children, according to two people familiar with the matter. New York Times giving up some of the reporting here. 5 states will also lose access to nearly $2.4 billion for the Child Care Development Fund, which supports child care for working parents, around $870 million for social service grants that mostly benefit children at risk, the people said. The funding loss will lead to thousands of programs being cut that help low-income families in those states. Now in Minnesota, there was fraud. We've covered it. Plan freeze.
It says, in Minnesota, the plan freeze appeared to build on the administration's pause last week in $180 million in annual aid to Minnesota daycare centers after investigation said that more than a dozen welfare fraud schemes in that state had led to billions of dollars in taxpayer losses. I don't believe that. And I'm going to say why. Because people seem to forget every time somebody sue the government or sue some entity, the taxpayers pay for that. See, he wants to use all this money and claim that they're shelling out all this money for these programs. They're taking all that money from those programs. They want people of color. Hell, they even want some Caucasian people, melanin deficient people. They want them to he wants them to be stupid and illiterate. That's why they're getting rid of all the books and trying to get rid of books and out of the education department. That's why they get rid of the education department. That is also why I said it, and I'm gonna keep on saying it. I will not get not one vaccination. If I get sick, I get sick. I will stay in my bubble by myself. You cannot have a heroin addict tell me what to do with my health. There's no way in hell I would listen to anything Kennedy said. I wouldn't trust him. He fired too many doctors, too many chemists that have been doing these vaccinations for decades. And I'm not messing with none of that stuff because we don't know what's in it. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I'm just talking about me. But like I said, they are running this country into the ground. And he has taken everything that our people from our past have put in place for the last 60 years. He is destroying it and tearing it apart. Y'all better make sure y'all are out there for the midterms and make sure you are voting properly. Vote in your best interest. Stop voting against yourself. Stop thinking because you like this person, they got your back. That don't mean that. They do what they're supposed to do to get you to vote for them. But ain't no way in hell anybody with any common sense, except the rich people, that 1%, will vote for him because they get to continue to get their tax cuts. But people like us, regular people, that's why I said 98%, because I know it's that 1%, them rich people, but there is that little other 1% in between there. They ain't quite that rich, but they rich. And they have a good life. So our health insurance is going up, and most people are going to lose their health coverage, which baffles me because how are you going to fine me for not having health insurance? You'll fine me if I don't file my taxes. You'll fine me if I don't have health insurance, but you're going to take away people's health insurance. I wish there was a way that every American that pays taxes didn't have to pay taxes until that man was out of office, because all he is doing is using our tax dollars to fund his personal life. See, them dummies made a mistake and gave him immunity for shit that he does as president, and they should have never did that, because that demon is wicked and that demon is tearing our country apart. He done destroyed half of our piece of our White House, which I hope, again, I'm going to say it all the time, I hope our ancestors are kicking his ass in there. Sorry, Auntie Greta. I hope that they are kicking his ass when he is in that White House. I do. Because that White House was built on the backs of our forefathers, not theirs. That's another thing people need to get unconfused about. The people that wrote the Constitution, the people that put all that paperwork in order and came up with all these rules and regulations, those were Caucasian people. They weren't black people. Also, some people are still confused about President Lincoln, and they give him more props than they should. I will say that. He didn't really want to free the slaves. That's not really what he was trying to do. He was trying to do some other things, and he was trying to be cool with his boy Frederick Douglass and a couple of other people. So that's one of the biggest reasons why. But anywho, let me let this lady finish talking so we can get some more information about what they are doing to this country.
Appears to build on the administration's pause last week and $185 million in annual aid to Minnesota daycare centers after investigators said more than a dozen welfare fraud schemes in that state that led to billions of dollars in taxpayer losses. As for the other 4 states, no evidence shows fraud. This is just Trump attempting to punish enemies.
Again, now, shout out to Indisputable.
In reality,
that's where I'm sharing this from.
Hurting everyday Americans. During the government shutdown last year, administration froze or canceled more than 200 projects. Those projects primarily located in Democratic cities, congressional districts, and states. The administration also cut federal disaster preparedness funds for the District of Columbia and 11 blue states after they opposed Mr. Trump's mass deportation campaign, though a federal judge later ordered the funding restored.
Which did not happen. Okay? The funding for New Jersey did not happen. There are funds out there that nobody can use. If you need help with your PSE&G bill, which is light and gas, if you need help with your rent, they may not have no funding. If you need to go to food banks, there might not be enough food. That is what they are doing. He is doing that specifically, first and foremost, to every Democratic state because he's mad. He's throwing a tantrum and he's taking it out on the people of the United States. I'm so sick of this wicked demon. And we need more prayer than anything else. But he is a delusional mother. And I have to play that video. So sorry to anyone that don't like it, but I love it. Because that's what he is, delusional.
You a different type of delusional when you try to seek revenge on people that you created problems with. Oh, God, you are definitely delusional when you make up so many fantastical, outlandish lies about a person to where you even start believing those lies to be real. Oh, my God, what in the world? You real delusional if you play victim in the story when you are really the monster. You the villain in the story, baby. And you play victim. That's real delusional for you to try to pretend like you don't know why a person don't rock with you or why they don't like you. Why they delete me? Why they block me? What I do? What you mean what you do? Like, there's no way that you can pretend like you ain't the one who's been creating the problems. Jumping from phone to phone to phone to phone with different stories to try to tear somebody down because you don't feel good about yourself. Oh, my Lord.
That's part of his problem. He don't like himself. I mean, for somebody that's, and I have a right to call somebody fat because I'm a chunky girl, but for his fat orange ass to sit there and say he's going to make it illegal for overweight people to fly on an airplane, what is he going to do about his fat ass? Because that's insanity to me. You can't tell me my weight can stop me from flying no damn where. Also, I'm going to let her talk, but also I told y'all, people think I be tripping and saying stuff just to be saying. But I'm not like stupid, just be saying any old thing. No, I be meaning what I say, especially when I'm talking about some politics, because I've been paying attention. And I've never been a person that paid attention to politics, but it's needed. For the fact that he believes, and he wants people to believe that, oh, the economy is wonderful. There are more jobs out there than ever. That's a lie. Those jobs that Obama was able to put in place and Biden was able to put in place, he has defunded all of that. That is why all these stores are closing. He is the reason why ABC, CBS, all of those channels are messed up and are not connected. If you watch, you used to watch MSNBC on YouTube, you'll see that it is MS Now because he don't like people talking about him. So he decides to have his people mess with the news stations. That's why he don't bring most of them to the White House either. Again, that is not his home. And I wish he would get that in his thick fucking skull. That is not your home. That is the people's house. That house was built by the people from the past. And I also want people to stop doing this. People of color. And I might get some feedback on this, and it's okay. I don't mind. Everybody has an opinion. Y'all can leave y'all opinion in the chat. But I'm so tired of people of color throwing that Constitution out there. I understand it's supposed to be for everybody, but y'all know that Constitution was never written for us. Hell, they called us 2/3 of a person. They made it seem like we were animals. But the crazy part about it is they're the violent ones. They're the ones that are cannibals. They're the ones that needed our ancestors to take care of their children because they were incapable of doing so, just like they are now. That's why their kids get pissed at them and want to unalive them. Because, see, they don't know how to tell their kids no. They don't know how to take it and make sure your kids understand. You got to work hard for what you want. And if you don't get it. But no, they like to buy their kids shit to make them feel good about themselves. So when the kids can't ask them for something and they can't get it, then they're ready to knock their own parents off. I don't really know. I've seen a couple of black kids doing that lately. I don't know what's wrong with them, what medication they on, or if they need to be on medication. But most children of color don't do that. They just don't. And what I was gonna say before is stop using that Constitution. We could say that Constitution, our First Amendment rights and all that other stuff. That Constitution was not written with us in mind. I want people to stop listening to people with this damn Pledge of Allegiance. Have you ever listened to the words of the Pledge of Allegiance? I ain't talking about just a part of it. I'm talking about all of it. If you never looked up the words for the Pledge of Allegiance, please go look it up. You'll stop saying it once you look at it. I promise you'll stop saying it once you look at it. See, because this country ain't fair for nobody. That man wants everybody to be, they want people to be stupid. Now he's attacking people, and they talking about beginning of this month, he said he was taking back, he wants people to start paying off their student loans. He don't care what the problem is. Now, it's a lot of people ain't working that lost their jobs because of his raggedy ass. Or got put on furlough, especially government workers. But your fat ass could run around and go play golf all the time while everybody else has to work their fingers and their feet to a bone to just try to make ends meet. Because hell, they've been saying for the last 10 years, 10, 15 years, they was going to take the minimum wage up to $15. They ain't did that yet. And $15 ain't even going to work. You still going to have to end up working 2 jobs. Because price of food and everything is high. But please be careful with the food you are picking up. If it say, don't you buy, farm-raised salmon, because salmon is not raised on a farm. It comes from the ocean. I know they always throw organic on some shit, but everything ain't organic. It may be organically new, something they created. Be careful with your fruits and vegetables because they are spraying chemicals on them to change the colors. Your hamburger meat, ground beef, whatever, be mindful. Check your meat because they are spraying. I've watched too many videos of them spraying different colors on meat to make sure it's the right color. I told my bonus son stop eating them damn Oreos because it said it's plastic in that cream. So if y'all don't know that, if y'all eat Oreos, please stop eating them because there's plastic in that white cream. And for some reason, I think that cream might be the same cream they put in Twinkies. If you eat Twinkies, you bugging because Twinkies, the filling never goes bad. I was told that unless they change their recipe. I was told that as a teenager. Don't eat that mess because that stuff never goes bad. The cake will go bad, but the filling never goes bad. So let me let her finish talking because I think I've done enough talking for now. Hold on.
Why can't you put the car keys? Where you go?
My bad, y'all. Sorry about that. But anyway, let me let y'all finish listening to some more of what she's saying. Again, shout out to Indisputable Dr. I can't think of his name. Ra something. I can't think of his name. Shout out to him. I'm sharing this clip from his channel. Well, I'm not even sharing the clip. I'm just selling the sound bites from this live he did earlier. And fair use is in effect. Fair use, which is covered under the Copyright Act of 1976, Section 107. This is for education, teaching. And yeah, that's about it. But let me let her finish talking.
I don't know why we're still putting up with this. The power exists today. Why are we even talking about 3 years left on this guy's administration?
Don't understand
Today
it either.
Happens to be January 6th, the anniversary of that filth and that treasonous
Well, that was from yesterday.
insurrection that took place on his behalf. Remember? It wasn't that long ago, and they're actually marking the anniversary and rewriting history. And every single day he proves he does not love America. Because in order to love America and lead America, that means you're leading all Americans. Not just your billionaire friends.
Facts.
Not just people who look like you.
Facts.
Just mean sweaty orange stuff in a pot belly eating Taco Bell. You know what I mean. You know exactly what I mean. This doesn't have to continue for one more second. There is fraud. Every state, every sector. But that's not what this is about. Do you like fraud unless you're benefiting from fraud? I would tell you, even fraudsters, if they had another way to make their money, probably would say, I'd rather do it this way. But it's fraud. That's what's going on here. And to allow this for one more second is sicko behavior. It's actually sick. We have the power to stop it right this second. We can stop this. Right?
Okay. And that's how I feel. Get that bastard out of that office now. Stop waiting. Stop playing. We should not have to deal with this demon for 3 more years. We should not have to. Do you know we are living right now, honestly, in a dictatorship? And that's not what America is about. But he feels that he and his administration can make it their freaking business to go over to other countries, snatch up people, and bring them back here. Or he could take people from the United States and take and drop them off on any damn country that they don't know nothing about, ain't never been, never lived. People, wake, Auntie Greta, excuse me, but I have to say this loud and proud. Wake the fuck up. Because this country is being destroyed by one fucking person and his flunkies. Let's not even talk about Coin Patel, his fake FBI ass. All of them read a script from that man. All of them are compulsive liars. That's why they lie and tell the shit. Him, Pam Bondi, all of them are a bunch of liars. That whatever that asshole's name is, none of them are worth anything. They don't know their jobs. They never had that job. They never served this country. Nothing. They just talk shit and read from what he tells them to do. That's what they do. That's what they do. Which is insanity to me. Okay? Insanity to me. So, I'm going to show y'all. Because since he acts like, what is it called? He acts like January 6th never happened. And the fact that they're pretending, y'all don't have to see it, but y'all can listen. Keep pretending like January 6th was a good thing. Nobody did anything wrong. Everything was right. That's not true. That orange demon is the reason why we are in this hellhole we are in now. He let 1,000 of those he let born, raised American racists to storm the Capitol, put defecation on the walls, tore up offices, all kinds of shit. And he sat his fat, orange, funky ass there and did nothing. He even, my personal opinion, my personal thoughts, but I know I'm not the only person that think that way. That demon was trying to get his vice president, what that man's name is, get his vice president knocked off. Everybody knew that. That's why that man did not get in that car, because he didn't know who to trust. But I want him to stop acting like he did nothing wrong. He don't know what nobody talking about. And then he said that there were good people on both sides. Both sides of what? You invited them people to the Capitol. Then you lied in their face and told them you'll meet them there. You know you wasn't going to no damn Capitol. But I'm going to pay Roland Martin a little bit. Because I'm so sick of these people. I really, really am. And I'm tired of it, because we shouldn't have to sit around here living in fear. Yes, God is in control. Well, shout out to Mr. Roland.
This day, you had supporters of Donald Trump who stormed the United States Capitol. Destroying property took place on this day. It was led by Donald Trump. They wanted to actually string up his own vice president. Donald Trump did nothing about it. He sat in the White House, watched it happening, and frankly was happy to see it. Unfortunately, this country put those people back in office. They're sitting in the White House. A lot of those Republicans still in Congress today.
And they claim this
we
never
remember
happened.
what took place on January 5th. And so many MAGA conservatives, they just go, oh, why are y'all making a big deal out of this? As if we did not see with our own eyes what these thugs were actually trying to do. Angry because their little G God lost the election. Here's a compilation video that lays out what took place 5 years ago. It's about a 4.5 minute video. Watch this.
We will.
Now, what he's getting ready to show us is what happened on January 6th of last year when the Orange Demon let loose his minions on the Capitol and then tried to act like he had nothing to do with it. But sat his fat, funky orange ass there and said nothing. He wouldn't even call the people off. And he's the one that invited them there. But Mike Pence was his the vice president, and he was gonna let them get Mike Pence. They was gonna hang Mike Pence, and he didn't care. Everybody on the House Senate floor was calling him. He wouldn't respond. People in Congress that almost lost their lives calling, wouldn't respond. He wants to destroy this country just like Putin is destroying his and the rest of them dictators are doing over there. We don't need a Hitler. We don't want no Hitler. He could play Hitler all he wants, but he needs to go play in traffic is what he needs to go do. But let Mr. Roland Martin show y'all some stuff. Fair use is in full effect. This clip is covered under the Copyright Act of 1976 of Section 107. It's for educational purposes and news reporting. Okay. So I'm probably going to have to see Mr. Roland Martin. I appreciate him. Thank you, Mr. Roland Martin, because he don't ever strike my channel. And I appreciate that because he wants everybody to share the news. So that's what I'm doing. But I'm going to let y'all listen to some more of what he got to say because I've been here a little too long.
We'll never give up. We will never concede. It doesn't happen. You don't concede when there's theft involved. And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down to the Capitol. You'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength, and you have to be strong.
When he the biggest punk of them all, and be hiding behind that damn flag.
It does look like we're going to have an ad hoc march stepping off here. There's a crowd surge heading east.
Mike Pence, I hope you're going to stand up for the good of our Constitution and for the good of our country. And if you're not, I'm going to be very disappointed in you. I will tell you right now.
To me, hold on. To me, that was a threat. If y'all thought that was a threat, put a 0 in the chat because everybody usually does 1, 2, and 3. Put a 0 in the chat if y'all think that was a threat because I do. That's why he left Mike Pence hanging out there by himself, hanging out there to dry. Let me continue. It states, let me read this to y'all. After his speech, the Orange Demon returned to the White House where he watched television for 3 hours while thousands of his supporters violently attacked the Capitol, which is true.
We're going to give riot warnings. We're going to give riot warnings.
And he said this was not a riot. There was good people that came to tour the White House. No, them was a bunch of your flunkies tearing up the Capitol. Let me continue.
We're going to try and get compliant, but this is now effectively a riot.
49 hours declaring it a riot.
5 to 50 be advised. They're trying to breach and get to the Capitol. We have a breach of the Capitol.
Now, let me say this before I forget. I want to know why they didn't have bulletproof windows and stuff on the Capitol. I just want to know that because they shouldn't have been able to break them windows that fast. And they didn't have enough security out there. He didn't have. Now you want to put National Guards in everybody's city now, because you done cause all kind of hell and havoc. But you ain't have enough security here at the Capitol. The armed guards showed up later. They should have been out there from the beginning, not when the riot broke out. But see, that's what the armed guards and National Guards are for war, to fight and combat against people trying to mess with America or other countries. Me, myself, I always say, United States didn't learn how to mind their damn business and fight for your country and the people of this country. Because y'all ain't helping the people of this country. Hell, even the police force is shitty and raggedy. Most of those police officers on those forces need to be gone. That's my personal opinion, my personal thought. But I'm going to let some more of this play, because in case anybody didn't see January 6th or don't know nothing about January 6th, this is all that happened 5 years ago, on January 6th.
Breach of the Capitol to the upper level.
At 2:24 p.m., Orange Demon posted a tweet.
Didn't have the courage to do what should have been done to protect our country and our Constitution. Bring out Chris.
Now, let me say something about this. I'm so tired of them people talking about this day country and this and that and this and that. Make America white again and all that crap. America ain't never been white, first and foremost. Second of all, this ain't y'all country. Unless you was born here. This ain't your country. This country don't belong to Caucasian. This country belongs to everybody. Everybody that was born, raised, and bred here. Now, most of y'all, like they always like, oh, it's a white country. White what? First of all, y'all ain't white. Y'all melanin deficient. That's what y'all are. Because white and melanin deficient don't look the same. Second of all, that Capitol, right along with that White House, was built on the back of our ancestors. Our. Just like the railroad tracks was the Asians that they enslaved to build that. So I'm so tired of them talking about this day country, but they lazy asses want shit for free. And always talking about black people and people of color always want something for free. No, that's y'all. Y'all think y'all own this country. Y'all think y'all can say whatever the hell you want to say to people without no repercussions. But I'm going to let y'all know, world of Caucasity, y'all going to get your feelings hurt or your asses whooped if y'all keep doing and saying things to people that you ain't got no right to say. Stop letting this orange demon make you grow some bazaars and think you could say what you want to people, because you can't. Because see, right now, I told y'all before, we are not our ancestors and we're not dealing with that bullshit. We're going to eat y'all asses up every time. All them Beckys that running around, all them Karens that's running around, all them Kens running around with all this finnuckery and bullshit. We don't got time for that. My people, I need y'all to get it together and wake up, because I'm telling you, they may be messing with them people in the rural areas first, but they're also messing. If you live in a Democratic state, he is picking with your state, and he is going to try to remove everything he possibly can for those Democratic states. So I need y'all to pay attention to what's going on in your state. Pay attention to what's going on around the world, but pay attention to what's going on in your state. Call your congressman. Call your mayors. Call whoever you need to do, but get on their asses and make sure you are voting for your best interest. I don't understand why Caucasian people, melanin deficient people, vote against their own best interest. I don't understand. Just because he's orange, you voted for him. So now, no disrespect, but that's just how it is in some rural areas. A lot of people ain't got no teefuses. And he taking your health insurance away from you. He ain't trying to let y'all have no hospitals. He taking all them hospitals away. Nursing homes. What are people supposed to do with their parents or grandparents that are in those nursing homes? since they're closing up all hospitals and stuff. What are they supposed to do? See, he wants to wipe away all the people that are here, and he assumes that if they get rid of all the people of color, that this will be a white America. But baby, let me remind you, you thieving ass, trifling ass, disrespectful, cannibalistic, what other word I want to give them? Evil, wicked, melanin deficient people. This ain't your country. It technically belongs to the Native Americans, but y'all stole it and unalived their ancestors. See, people just think all this stuff got to do with voodoo and hoodoo and stuff like that. It don't. That's why there are certain properties in this country that you can't touch, because they belong to the Native Americans. Because not mostly, all of this belongs to Native Americans. But that's another reason why I said I stopped celebrating Thanksgiving. Because y'all want me to celebrate y'all unaliving all those Native Americans, because y'all sat down and had dinner with them and then slaughtered them. Not cool for me. So the more I dig more into history, y'all, please don't let history be written by this fool and them fools that's working for him, because none of them know their job. That dumbass lady that's in charge of education, I don't know why she's there. Coin Patel should not be in charge of no FBI, nothing. And I hope everybody do like a lot of them Spanish people been doing and other people been doing. Rally together. And if y'all see ICE agents in y'all area, pounce on their asses. Don't let them snatch your neighbors up. Because don't forget, they're not just snatching Hispanic people. They're snatching up black folks that were born and raised here. That is one of the reasons why I said before, and I'm going to say it all the time. Everybody that got that star on your license, he did that because he want to know your business. I'm not getting that license. I don't fly anyway, so it don't matter to me. Now, if I can fly when he get out of office, cool. If they don't hurry up and impeach this wicked demon, we're not going to have anything left. Nobody's going to have their retirement, your 401ks. I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't make these mother scunches get this demon out of office, people are going to have problems, because he has been using our money to fund other countries over there buying oil, spending our money, buying whatever he want, and then try to claim that they're taking money because it was fraud. It ain't no damn fraud. They're the fraudsters. They're taking our money and doing whatever the hell they want to with it. Just like Coin Patel told me he thinks he should have a fleet of BMWs. Why? You should have the same damn vehicles that everybody else had. Just like most of them people that work for Congress, I think most of them are probably Republicans, are living on army bases. They can't even go home. They can go home, but they're scared to go home. And they should be, because y'all are wicked and evil. But like I said, 98% of American people are not safe or respected. They don't care about us. So we got to care about each other. I know a lot of people don't like certain people, don't get along with people. We got to look out for one another. Because if we don't, one day you might mess around and not have no home to come back to. Nobody in the United States wants to look like they live in any war zone. We've had enough strikes on the United States because of stupidity and wickedness. It's time to get rid of that wickedness. And I wish that people would sign a petition or something to get this man out of this office, because he does not deserve to be there. They need to lock his ass up for them 34 felonies that he got, put him in a jail cell, and get him out of our damn White House, because it's not his home. It's our White House. This stuff enrages me. I can't help it. It enrages me. Because I pay attention to what people have told me that they lived through, or the things that I have seen that they have lived through. He wants us to go back to Martin Luther King Jr. was killed in 1968. That was the year I was born. They want us to go back to the 1960s where they could hose people down for walking on the streets or minding their damn business or want to sit in a cafe and people think they could talk to people and tell them you can't come in here or we're not serving you. No, we don't live back there. And we are not our ancestors. We got a little bit more fight in us. Well, nope, I ain't gonna tell that lie. They had more fight in them. People nowadays, black folks nowadays, just like, it is what it is. No, it's not. It is what it is to me. Because is it going to be, it is what it is when something happened to you or somebody in your family? People, keep an eye on your family members. Check on them, call and check on them. Make sure nobody has touched them and they're safe, especially if you don't live close to them. But that's all I got, y'all. Because I'm getting angry. I'm getting angry. But I had to come and talk to y'all about this White House. How he is funneling all this money, our taxpayer dollars, our money, and doing whatever he wants to with it. So I rebuke him in the name of Jesus. I pray safety for each and every one of y'all family members, because we don't know what is going to happen. And I'm a little nervous. I ain't going to tell y'all no lie. But one thing I will always remember, and I keep telling y'all, I'm going to say it every time. This is how I feel, and I'm going to keep this with me at all times. Yeah, I have to keep God on my mind first and foremost. And I just ask God to cover his children, cover his land, because the wicked demon is trying to replace him as king. We have no kings except the King of Kings, and that is God. There is no man-made kings for me. Nowhere. That thing could never be a king. He don't even know how to run the United States. Talking about Venezuela gonna be a part. Man, if he gonna control Venezuela. Yeah, okay. Whatever. But anyway, y'all, let me give y'all a little Pastor Mike. Let me get out of here before I get angry. Hold on. Oh, matter of fact, let me play this. Let me add this to this. This is Jasmine Crockett. I almost forgot.
Y'all better grab your popcorn and sit your tail down, because the United States just pulled the ultimate receipt on a dictator, and the Southern District of New York is about to become the hottest courtroom on the planet. Listen, let's be for real for a second. While y'all were tucked in your beds, dreaming about your weekend plans, the United States military was busy delivering a 4:30 a.m. wake-up call that nobody, and I mean nobody, saw coming. We are talking about a full-scale, high-octane operation in the heart of Caracas, Venezuela. And guess who's the guest of honor? None other than Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores. Now, let me paint the picture for you, because the drama is thicker than a Texas summer. President Trump hopped on the wire this morning basically saying, we got him. This wasn't just a little tap on the wrist. This was a coordinated tactical strike that snatched Maduro right out of his boots and put him on a plane straight to the Southern District of New York. Attorney General Pam Bondi is already out here laying down the law. And honey, the list of charges is longer than a CVS receipt. We're talking narco-terrorism, cocaine importation, and enough machine gun conspiracy charges to make your head spin. She said they are about to face the full wrath of American justice. And let's be honest, the Southern District does not play when it comes to the receipts. But wait, because the tea gets even more bitter. While the administration is out here taking a victory lap, Congress is sitting there looking confused and bothered. My colleague Jim Himes is already sounding the alarm because apparently nobody bothered to ask Congress for permission. Since when did we start launching strikes and snatching world leaders without a single vote on the floor? That's not just bold, that's bold-faced constitutional bypass. And let's talk about the ground in Caracas. The Venezuelan Attorney General is claiming innocent civilians caught the brunt of those strikes. If that's true, we aren't just looking at a capture, we're looking at a humanitarian powder keg that's about to blow. The EU is over there monitoring with one eye open, and the rest of the world is wondering if we just started a fire in South America that nobody knows how to put out. Is it justice? Is it a mess? It's probably both. We are witnessing regime change in real time live on your feed. This is going to destabilize the region for decades, and we're just getting started. I'm going to be here all day bringing you the facts, the friction, and the fallout. So don't you dare scroll away.
Yeah, that's what the Orange Demon is doing. But let me give y'all some Pastor Mike and I'm going to get out of here. I had to give y'all that.
People talk about me every week, and they think I'm at home crying. Don't realize I done looked on TikTok, opened up a bag of Doritos, put some Chipotle in the Doritos, and made me a walking taco, because my identity is not wrapped in your opinion. My identity is in God. My hope is built. Will it hurt you? Yes. Will it hurt when people don't accept you sometimes? Yes. Do a part of you want to fit in? Yes, I want to be cool. I want to be liked. But when you have an assignment, you realize that sometimes your assignment requires affliction. You remember when Jesus got baptized and the heavens opened and the Holy Spirit descended like a what? Like a dove? Then God said from heaven, "This is my beloved son in whom I'm well pleased." Up until that point, he's performed no miracles. Jesus ain't healed nobody. He ain't fed nobody. He ain't fixed nobody. Why would God tell the world who he is before he allows the world to see what he do? Because if you don't know who you are before people see what you do, you will become a slave to the praise of what you do. And when people start hating on what you do, you will forget who you are, Michael. But if you sacrifice your identity for your image, you will always be changing who you are to be approved by people who never made you.
All right. That's Pastor Mike, y'all. One last blessing, and I'm out of here for real. Just remember this, y'all. Through all this madness and chaos and disruption that's going on in this country, remember that you have an assignment.
Tell us how you did. How you do it? I stay focused. Okay. How you flip it? Gave it all back to God. Okay. You still winning. I took a whole lot of losses. You ain't tripping. No. Why? I understood the assignment.
God said go. With that being said, y'all, it is the Stu Queen Be Out. Have a wonderful day. And again, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Put your notifications on all. Do not put them on personal or personalized because you will not get all your notifications when someone goes live or uploads a video. Also, remember to check your subscriptions. I'd appreciate that. And with that being said, y'all, it's a Stu Queen Be Out. I holla. I ain't even gonna play outro. I'm just gonna play my song.
In the heart of the brave, where we rise, sisters and brothers, hear our cry. This is our country, built on dreams. No chains on us, bursting at the seams. From the ashes, we lift our voices. In the face of destruction, we make our choices. The past and the present collide. We the people with pride, no need to hide. Stand up, stand tall. This is our land, hear the call. No kings, just us. Together we rise, in unity we trust. In unity we trust. truths we won't let you break. In this land of the free, we're wide awake. These streets, they tell stories untold of battles we fought, of hearts turned bold. With love as our armor and hope in our stride, we stand together, there's nothing to hide. Stand up, stand tall, this is our land, hear the call. No kings, just us. Together we rise, in unity we trust. In unity we trust. Through the storms, through the night, we'll forge ahead, fueled by the light. No tyranny here, just the power of the crowd. In this moment we're strong and proud. So let